Good evening and welcome to Collision. And tonight, I should thank Lou, because Lou's been away for 3 weeks and it's his first show back tonight, and he'll be back, of course, at 8 o'clock next week. And tonight on the show, I'm going to be talking to, not just me, we're going to be talking to Super Best Friends on the phone live very soon. And when I say we, I mean me and Tragic Earth, because they are here and they are sitting here all looking at me.
We are Super Best Friends.
You're Super Best Friends.
We was only the Tragic Earth on the phone.
Yeah. One way or the other.
It's all a trick.
Tragic Best Friends. How's that?
It sounds like
we'll
my
call
life.
it the Tragic Best Friend Show.
Super Best Earth? No,
that sounds cartoonish.
You guys haven't been going very long, have you?
Officially, we've been going in the live circuit since October last year. End of October, we did our first show, and since then it's been really steady. We've probably collectively done about 30, 35 shows together since then, anywhere through Melbourne right up to Canberra. So it's been really good for us. And we're heading over to Adelaide in a couple of weeks for our first stint over there, doing 3 shows over there, which we're really looking forward to.
Yeah.
You say it's been regular, but that's only because you have been actually doing it regularly. I mean, shows don't just come and knock at your door.
It's a combination. I mean, it's regular, but I mean, you can't play in Melbourne week in, week out, because it's sort of, you're just going to shoot yourself in the foot. It's a lot of bands tend to do, but if you just keep getting out of Melbourne, you can make it regular by just getting on the road and going to all these new territories, and you meet all these new bands and find new people. It's like when you go to a party but you don't know anyone and you're not going to see them again for 3 or 4 months. You can be that little bit wilder and crazier, and it's a different kind of fun.
And that's what people in Adelaide can look forward to then.
Absolutely, yeah. We definitely want to party it up and have a good time as any rock band would. So,
We put a pretty good show on stage, so yeah.
Yeah, I have heard good reviews. I haven't actually caught your show yet.
Yes, we've invited you many times, Cat.
We're not
always say you're going, but you never really show up. So,
Well, Facebook goings, I always hit going because I feel rude if I say I'm not, but it also reminds me of the show, so I can remember to mention it. Like,
next time. Yeah.
Remember to maybe play you before you've got a show happening. Or
No, we were almost not going to turn up tonight, just as like a revenge thing. But
we almost didn't turn up because the car wouldn't start anyway, but that's another story. So,
Well, I did. So.
Or because the GPS.
And the GPS situation, we ended up walking around the blocks, and it was quite nice, I mean, apart from the wind, it was a pleasant night.
It is actually quite a pleasant night for Ballarat.
Yeah, I would agree with that. So
Come
every
down
time
a
I've been
couple of
up
months,
here,
you'll regret it.
there's people in the street getting all crazy. It's just weather.
It's just Ballarat.
Just Ballarat.
it's a combination of the two, I think, so you tend to drink more when it's colder. And,
we weren't
warms you
expecting, quite honestly, we didn't expect to have warm weather at this point of the year, so I think people are out there enjoying it as much as they can.
Yeah, likewise. I think it was quite a good day today, so for April it's pretty good. So, yeah.
Yes, the weather is quite nice, yeah.
Well, right now, you guys, you've got your second single out, which is Obsessive Depressive is the second one.
Correct, yes.
Because you already had Feels Good Could Be Better, which was released around Christmas.
Correct.
When's the EP coming out?
Really any day now in terms of to the public online. It should be within the next 2 weeks. But we have a CD launch show where it's officially going to be, you can buy the hard copies, you can buy all our merch, everything we have going April 30 at A Whole Lot of Love in Brunswick. We're really looking forward to that one. It's officially now, here it is. We're a legit band. We're not just a garage band doing a few shows. There's a CD to be purchased. And, we're looking forward to it. It's things have been good for us, especially off the first single. Feels Good got us a lot of traction in terms of airplay and just getting general shows out there. And then Obsessive has been quite good for us as well, especially abroad. The US seem to be enjoying it and places like that. And, it's a launching pad for us to sort of, at some point in the next, 12 to 18 months, be heading overseas. But we've got a lot to do here in Australia first. So.
Right. I just remembered something I should have got you to do before the show, but it's too late now. I'm thinking maybe...
You've got to tell us what it is now, though.
Yeah.
I will, as soon as I turn the microphone
Was that
off.
1-800 number thing?
It's still a radio show, isn't it?
That's a secret.
I'm hot. I'm waiting.
I think we should, because not everyone listening might have heard your music yet, so I think we should listen to... We'll go with the first single to begin with.
Absolutely.
Which is Feels Good, Could Be Better, and this is Tragic Earth here, and we'll be back in a moment.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, the mics are on again.
No.
Well, yeah, excuse the squeezing, but that one was too high. We had to do that.
For those that missed it, I made a really nice pun joke, but everybody in the room missed it as well.
Yeah.
I heard it was good.
That was quite good, to be honest.
I'll go with Zach. It was good.
That was the first single off Tragic Earth's upcoming EP, which is Feels Good, Could Be Better. Do I sound really echoey all of a sudden, or is it just me?
No, you sound fine. I actually don't think you're even coming through my cans at the moment, so...
I don't know. If I sound really weird at home and you're on Facebook...
Oh, there you are.
Let me know. Because I sound weird to me.
Yeah. I've spoken to you a few times now. You kind of sound the same.
Yeah.
I thought you were always weird.
Strangely enough, I've had to actually listen to myself quite often, so...
Oh, yeah.
I know when I sound weird.
I don't do it with this CD, it's worse.
Yeah.
I dread to ask who's got the worst habits when you're travelling on the road, because I'm afraid you might tell me.
We can't really go there, can we? It's going to be painful all round.
Well,
this could cause a world war. Among us, that is.
everyone's very good. No one has any bad habits at all.
Yeah, we're very. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's right, you're super best friends, aren't you?
We're super best friends, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah. No, none of us have any... No one drinks. We're actually an AA band.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
No, we're not, sorry.
All ages.
All
ages.
alcohol. All alcohol.
We
Whatever's
played all
going.
ages, weddings, parties, anything. That's our thing. So,
Tragic weddings. Tragic earth weddings.
They are tragic if you're going to go down that path.
Yeah.
This is going downhill so quickly.
Are you guys, have you all been in bands before?
Yes.
Yeah.
All come.
Yeah. I think everybody's done music collectively separately. Some of us may be longer than others, but yes, we've all been active in other projects in the past. And the best part about it is we all bring a unique 25% into the band, and that's what makes it work, and it's what makes the chemistry really well. And it's been a great ride so far. It's been a short one, but a very good one, and we're looking forward to really pushing through this year and getting out there and doing more of these types of things. And definitely coming up and playing some shows in Ballarat hopefully soon.
Well, you haven't been slacking off since you got going at all, and I know you haven't quite released the EP, but I wouldn't be surprised if you're not already working on new songs.
Oh, yeah, we are.
It's funny you say that, yeah, so we're actually going to be putting down some rough demos. That's all I can say at this point, because obviously we've got the current EP about to be dropped and be released. But, we're very active. We know that, that's only going to take you so far. It's an introduction to the band, and the band has so much more to offer. And I think these songs have really taken shape now that we've got, Dimmer came towards the end of the process of the EP, and he kind of rounded it off and finished it for us. At that stage we'd pretty much written it, and we just needed a great vocalist, and we got that. We were lucky enough and fortunate enough to get Dimmer involved, and he really got behind it and caught up to us. And that's the best part about it, is we were a year of writing ahead of him, and within probably 3 months, lyrics, melodies, including, ideas that he had full vocals in the studio, were all coming through him, and they were amazing. So it's a testament to himself, really, because, coming into a band going, here's 6 or 7 songs, music's done, what can you do with them? And he just went to work. Every week we came back to the studio rehearsal, and he had another set of lyrics written for a song, as well as some melodies, So, it was great for us to get out as quickly as we did and been able to do what we do.
Yeah.
Oh, it's lovely.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff that we play that isn't on the EP has a lot more of Dimmer's input into it, and it's really put us in a good direction. So.
Alright, so what, you're at the point now to sort of get this EP out and then just get working on maybe a debut album or something?
Yeah, we'll definitely be doing a full-length album. That's what we're working towards. We did sign a recent deal with Third Verse Distribution, so they're going to be handling the EP in the coming weeks. As like I said, in the next couple of weeks it should be out, ready to be purchased online and any good stores that will have us at this point. And you've got to keep active. Yeah, we've got talks, and Dimmer's been heavily in video talks and stuff. There will be a couple of more videos to come off the EP.
What you say, a couple more? You already released one.
We've done one video. We did a video for Feels Good. We did it ourselves through Dimmer's amazing work in editing, and he just seems to bring these things that he doesn't tell anybody about, and he goes, oh, by the way, I can do this, and we're going to do it tonight. It's like, oh, okay, cool. So we got a few phones there. We did a bits and pieces, and then, a week later he goes, here it is, and it was amazing, So you can catch that on YouTube at Tragic Earth Music, and that's off Feels Good Could Be Better is basically a live rendition of us doing the song. And it's another introduction to the band, who we are.
Rehearsal turned into a video shoot, sort of by chance.
Yeah.
But also a shout out to GM Studios for that one, because they gave us a hazer, which made all the difference.
It looked really good, so I think a lot of us were hungover and we didn't look very well on a Saturday, so all that misty smoke and bits and pieces really covered us up.
The red eyes.
Yeah, the red eyes, that's constant for various reasons.
Well, at the end of the show, I will share the video.
Please do.
Because people have to wait until the show's over to watch it. But we're going to have to catch up with Super Best Friends very soon, but we're going to listen to a couple of tracks first, and we're going to start with your second single off the EP, which is different to the first one. I can't wait to hear some of the others off there, actually. Oh, some of them aren't so radio friendly though, are they? 6 minutes.
Well, we don't write for radio. All good rock bands don't write to please the radio stations. They edit it and make it sound better.
Yeah, there's only one 6-minute one there. I'll forgive you for that. But right now we're going to
have one epic.
Yeah, they get longer in the future as well. It's going to get longer and longer.
Yeah, awesome. And we will be back with Tragic Earth, and we'll be back with Super Best Friends as long as Johnny answers the phone to me soon. This is Obsessive Depressive by Tragic Earth. And you are back on Collision, and and it's so organised in here tonight, isn't it? what we were just listening to. What were we just listening to? Who's keeping note of that?
It's a tragedy, and that's what we do. That's why we're Tragic Earth.
Yeah, Tragic Earth, obsessive, depressive, and Super Best Friends, Round and Round. And we have Johnny from Super Best Friends on the phone. Are you still there?
Hey, how you going?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty well.
I should. I've got the band Tragic Earth here with me at the moment. We've got Anthony Dimmer. Oh, God.
Oh, don't call him God. He's not a god. He thinks he's a god. That's the worst part about it. So.
I've forgotten your name. Gavin.
It's Gavin.
That's right. And Mick. And this is Johnny on the phone.
So. Johnny, how are you, dude?
How are you, Johnny?
Good, sirs. How you going?
Very well, thank you.
So, all you guys, you're coming to Corova Lounge tomorrow night?
Yeah, it'd be good. It'd be a first time in Ballarat in a couple of years. Corova's great. I think maybe second time, third time we played there. So definitely our pick for regional venues around Australia.
Right. So how long have you guys been going?
About 10 years or something like
Really?
That.
And you're still super best friends?
Yeah, sure is.
It's very different to our band.
6 months
but only
full of hatred.
like half that. But it's a stupid name, but we're stuck with it.
No, we like it because we're hoping you give us, put a good word in for the Corova Lounge for us because we're finding it very hard to get in at that point.
Right. Okay. Well, that's taken us a few years as well. So.
Yeah, apparently we're going to be around at least another 8 years before that happens. Good luck with that.
Well, at the moment you are actually doing this. Is it the Status Updates, the name of the album?
Yeah, so we're on tour for that one.
Yeah, and you have been touring around a little bit. Like, this is an actual national tour. You are going to Perth as well.
Yeah, that's right. We did Perth in the first weekend. I guess we aren't doing Northern Territory or Tasmania, but, it's pretty national.
Yeah.
Almost national.
It's more national than most of the people who do the East Coast and call it national.
It's more national than us, and we keep saying we are national. So you're doing well, man. Keep it up.
If you're doing Tasmania, you're going overseas.
That's right.
So, and this, tomorrow night, which is, what is the date tomorrow night? It's 15th of April, you will be at the Corova Lounge, and then you're going to be in Bendigo the next night. Yeah,
at a place called the Black Swan. So, Bendigo, we played the place called the Vine once to about 2 people having dinner about 5 years ago. So, it'd be cool to go back and try our luck in Bendigo. Yeah, we're trying to get a Geelong date as well, but we just couldn't line it up. And if it was a Sunday, that was just a bit impossible to do Sunday gigs when you're a low-level band. So, gave Geelong the flick. But, Ballarat should be good. Maybe Geelong another time. Yeah, sorry about that, Geelong. But I hope you are going to get a good sleep tonight because you're going to Adelaide on Friday and then you're back in Melbourne on Saturday night. Yeah, it's probably one of the slightly more grueling legs, this one, because we'll be a fair bit of time in the car and then a couple of flights and then a little bit more driving. So, How long has Status Updates been out? I think it came out in March 20, so nearly a month. It was good. It was we were surprised people actually were interested in getting copies of it before it went on sale, so that was a nice touch. So we're about halfway through our vinyl run, which is pretty good. You make it sound like no one's ever wanted your CDs before. Well. Not as many people. That's what it is. But then you've been working hard, so... Yeah, I suppose. You need the right amount of self-deprecation when you're an Australian band, otherwise people think you run yourself. I don't remember really hearing much about you before the last, say, 18 months, 2 years, and I've been hearing quite a bit about you, so you've obviously been doing something right lately. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I suppose we were pretty we didn't really start playing better shows in Victoria until about 3 years ago, so, while the entity of the band has been around for a while, I guess it took a while to build the traction. That's a good decision we made, I suppose, with the music we play and maybe not necessarily being on trends with anything they've ever done. We're always chasing trends, or this time we realised that we were a band long enough for guitar music to come back in vogue, so it's worked out just hanging in there. Yeah, and keeping going. And you are super best friends on Facebook. People can go and give you a like, and you've got all your dates and that up there on your cover shot as well as you've probably got your events set up for it. Yeah, they're all there. Except for the Adelaide one, because we're supporting a band called Horror My Friend over there. Oh, yeah. But you can find them as well. Oh. And you do have the album available on Bandcamp. Is it on iTunes or anywhere? Just Bandcamp at the moment? It's on iTunes. I guess we encourage people to go to Bandcamp or come to a gig because
we get slightly more cap coin that way.
Yeah.
But iTunes is obviously pretty easy, and I wouldn't begrudge anyone grabbing it from there. Anyone wanting to listen to it is awesome.
And you are
for free if you want. You don't have to buy it.
Yeah, and you are touring right through until the 26th of April when you're finishing.
You don't want to spend too much time in Sydney. No one likes rock and roll up there.
No, not even their government.
It has been great talking to you, and I look forward to seeing you at Corova Lounge tomorrow night.
Yeah, it'd be good to finally meet you.
Yeah. And who's playing with you tomorrow night? Who's supporting you?
Yeah, so we've got the local band on the bill, is a band called Horace Green, and pretty keen to see them. And there's they're partially Bendigo, they're not partially Ballarat. The partially Bendigo band is also from Melbourne, they're called Darts, and we're doing the 3 Victorian gigs with them this weekend. And that's a good mix. There's some guys and girls playing some keyboardy rock music, which would be a nice change, and the same with the Lost Day as well. So they're kind of a band with both boys and girls in the band, so it's not all just blokes and their guitars, because it gets a bit boring after a while.
Hey Johnny, whereabouts in Melbourne are you playing on Saturday night?
That's at the Reverend in Footscray, so we haven't
cool.
made it to that side of town before for a gig, so that should be fun.
It's dangerous. It's a great venue. It's a very, very good venue though.
Yeah, I've seen a fair few shows there, and they do a good parma.
Yes.
Good vegan food if you're into vegan food.
So we'll all go down there for dinner before the show.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, we should probably stick around for the show as well though.
It's a trend we're trying to start. Yeah, stick around for the show.
So the Reverend's on Saturday night in Melbourne, and Corova Lounge tomorrow night in Ballarat, and of course Bendigo and Adelaide in the middle there.
Yeah.
And Super Best Friends on Facebook, and I will share it on the Collision page right now. It has been great talking to you. Thank you very much. We're going to play the brand new single. Oh, you're going to tell me it's not brand new, but it's the latest single off of the album. Yeah. What's the album called? Oh, I said that before, didn't I? Status updates. God. I got all these boys looking at me. It distracts me. Status updates is available now, and you are touring, and we'll see you in Ballarat tomorrow night. And here is the single Super Best Friends, Dog Whistling. Thank you very much. Bye.
No worries. Thanks for having me. See ya.
See ya.
You see through the shame, and you're not
you are back on Collision on 99.9 VoiceFM with Cat Unwrapped. And, all right, here we go. Anthony, Dimmer, Gavin and Mick from Tragic Earth.
Yeah. How good was that Super Best Friends song as well? That was great. I like that. If you guys are still listening, Johnny, that was really good.
Good Melbourne band. Good Melbourne band.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, I've spoken to them before there. I'm actually looking forward to seeing them tomorrow night. I'll tell them, actually, I'll give them your phone number if any of the other bands pull out at the last minute.
Yeah. We're used to that. It happens all the time.
You know your way around Ballarat
we
now.
could be up here again tomorrow night. Yeah, that'd be great.
You know where to find us.
Well, we don't know. We don't, because the GPS doesn't work here. So we may have to call you again and get us there. You know.
Follow me.
Yeah. Just wave, Cat. We know the hair. Just have your hair down. I know the hair. I'll find you.
Just slip in the street and just,
It helps if you point towards the microphone.
It's true. We want to sleep in the street and just wait and stare.
That was Anthony, everybody.
Well, actually, you could still be trying to find your way out of Ballarat by then.
I've actually slept in the street a couple of times. Yeah. That's the only thing I'm going to say.
It's been really funny.
Yeah, not funny for me. Funny for these guys.
I was going to say after a gig.
Yeah. He's actually the richest in the band, but he finds himself sleeping on the street quite often. So.
Yeah, I normally leave a bucket or something near me, you know. And,
when he says...
I wound up with 30, 40 cents. It's great, you know. So it's more than we make at shows.
He actually got locked out of his room in Bendigo.
That was great.
Oh, right.
So that's why he's on the street.
You know all that stuff I said about Dimmer earlier? It was a complete lie. I hate the
guy. Did you lock him out?
No,
but he didn't care the least.
I chose not to look for him.
I was actually crying.
I was dead.
I was crying. I was very worried.
Yeah, we went and got breakfast.
He probably thought you'd gotten lucky.
I didn't feel lucky with that sun in my face the way it was, but anyway, it's like I said, we'll leave that
Good old
there.
Bendigo. When are you going back?
July 4, actually. Yeah, we're back July 4 in Bendigo with Chase the Ace and Agacia. Excuse me. Just
that's
Everyone just hold on a sec while we adjust the microphone.
Just adjusting my
There we go.
Just adjusting my pants. That's a bit close.
it's not near your pants, though.
We're back July 4. We're going to go to Music Man and play with Chase the Ace and Agacia and a few other bands that are yet to be confirmed, but it's still a while away.
All right.
But it's been great, yeah. It's a lot of fun at a Music Man Megastore. We have a hell of a lot of fun over there.
No. Well, I'm going to suggest, Mick, that you get there early and you go and take the key and get a copy cut so that you've got a spare one.
It's probably a good idea. Well, I think we've been there enough now that Paul should trust us that much, to borrow a key for a night. So
he'd probably rather have you inside the pub than decorating the outside of it anyway.
Well, my percentage is we played there 3 times and I've slept outside twice. Don't remember how I did it, but I remember waking up in a very painful manner. So
it's hilarious every time.
Actually,
it's not hilarious.
I did do some artwork in one of the toilets once, but flushed it, so it was okay.
It's more pro art, So it's quite graphic. You remember those commercials?
Are we getting desperate for stuff to talk about?
We're a band.
You're not giving us any questions. We're telling you about all the bad stuff.
We have a CD coming out.
Tell me how Tragic Earth got together.
Tragic Earth got together.
See, I say that and everyone just goes,
Well, I'll answer it. I wanted to give, a pause. I wanted to make it dramatic.
Yeah.
Basically, Anthony and myself were in a previous band. For lack of a better term for it wasn't really going anywhere. I was very disheartened by the whole situation. And I left to obviously do something more active, more my thing. I wanted to get more involved behind the scenes where I was restricted with the other band, and to cut a long story short, put Tragic Earth together. Anthony and I met Gavin, and we instantly clicked with Gavin in terms of, this guy's a great guitar player, number one, but he actually got what I wanted to be a legitimate rock band. It was really important that we come across it, what you hear is what you get, and we're going to be able to deliver that live. And then we went through, at least a dozen singers until we come across Dimmer. And I was the one that kept making Dimmer come back every week. And he's like, am I in the band yet? am I in yet? I'm like, oh, no, come back next week and we'll see how you go. And like I said earlier, he went over, about a month, I would say, man.
Yeah,
we had you coming back for about 4 or 5 weeks, and he'd bring something new, and finish another song or have a listen to this. What do you guys think? And I just knew he was the right guy from that point going forward. And like I said, the rest is history as such to this point, and it's growing all the time. We're going more interstate. We've got a couple of shows coming up in New Zealand that we're going to in July. We're really excited about doing that. And, we'll be heading back late this year to commence the full-length album. But right now it's all about the self-titled EP, Tragic Earth.
And it's also just a little ode to the Zach is actually Gavin's patience, where we actually met at the SB one night at a point where I wasn't able to explain myself to him due to various beverages. And
due to that AA thing.
Kind enough to call me back the next day and start the conversation all over again when I tried to tell him that I actually sing and do that sort of stuff, but it was coming out that way. Good on
it's hard to say you sing when you can't even speak.
I speak drunk, even
he
when
does speak drunk. I didn't realise. I wake up thinking, that guy's going to think I'm an idiot.
I've written a book on it. It's called The Drunk Whisperer.
Well, how come... Oh, I shouldn't say that. Were you at Rock the Bay?
Myself?
Yeah.
No.
No? Because, honestly, if you're a drunk whisperer, then you need to get to those festivals at the SB because you would have so much whispering to do. It's ridiculous.
I don't know. I'd debate probably not.
I just go to my hometown. I'm from Mildura.
All right.
It's the best thing to do there is to drink. I definitely recommend if you go there, drink. It's great. And listen to all
maybe
the
even
bands.
drink on the way there so that you're drunk when you get there.
It's not quite that bad.
Oh, if you fly, you can fly.
Yeah. Definitely the wine tastings, free wine tastings on the way.
I thought it was all about picking the fruit.
And drinking the wine.
Oh, right. Gotcha.
That's the whole process.
Steps.
Yeah, we would have been to Rock the Bay if they had had us.
All right, maybe
and
next time.
And we applied and all that kind of stuff. And without having stabs at anybody,
Stab at everyone.
If every key in my pocket, I'm stabbing somebody. No,
he holds something called Creep Show every year too at Halloween.
Yeah.
If you started stalking him and then you could say it was just a stunt to get on the Creep Show. You wanted him to see how creepy you could be.
No. Well, we don't want to take your gimmick, so that would be taking your gimmick, and that's not cool. So we have to come up with our own.
I'm a stalker, am I?
Well, I think you'd probably play a good stalker, maybe. No,
I have stalked the odd band that I wanted an interview with.
I knew you had it in you.
They're all essentially the same gig, but we'll move on from that line of conversation.
Well, maybe we should have another a listen to something else off your EP that's every song sounds different.
Yes. If you go to a track called Stumbelina, that's our power ballad. So that'll just show a little bit of a lighter side of the band. Heartfelt lyrics, very deep. Check it out. It's called Stumbelina. I hope you dig it.
Yeah. We'll be back with the guys from Tragic Earth in the studio very soon. Sorry, all right.
Still on air.
Wait, did you want to say something? We are still on air.
I was going to start a conversation, but we're still on air.
You thought I'd turn the mics off.
Yeah, the off-air conversation.
Well, for everyone listening at home, let's pretend this didn't happen. And you are on Collision with Tragic Earth and Cat Unwrapped. And what we were just listening to, that's Tragic Earth, Stumbleina. Heard of that band? I think they've been doing a few shows in that lately.
Yeah, it's the couple.
Didn't actually mention that at all. This is the second last Tuesday night Collision. Friday the 24th will be a new time slot.
Yeah, you get moving up in the world. Friday nights is like the premiere night. So
Let's go tune in.
That's good.
And what sort of influences do we have?
Uh-oh.
Because I know there's 4 people in a band, there's not the same influence.
Substance abuse and depression.
Musical influences. What sort of musical
I might start with that. I'm a bit of the avant-garde one in the band. I really like modern-day composers.
Right.
A lot of the stuff that I write, I try to write a full song, but then I just end up with a couple of good riffs, and that ends up Tragic Earth, which is great. But I listen, my biggest influence is Frank Zappa, and I'm still trying to get through about 100 albums of his, so that's a pretty fun journey.
Right.
But the rest of the band's pretty different. We've got Mick.
Well, hang on. First, I'm going to say this is Gavin that's speaking now. And what instrument do you play in the band?
I play guitar.
Right.
Yep.
Oh, you did mention guitar riffs.
Yeah.
But a lot of people write on guitar. Doesn't mean they play guitar in the band.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Mick writes riffs.
Yeah,
he sings them.
I sing with my phone really badly, and somehow Gavin transposes them on the guitar, which is great. He's actually very good at that. I have an idea.
Convert them from MP3 to guitar.
MP3 voice to guitar.
So then, Mick, what do you play, and who are your main influences? Your biggest influences, do you think?
Yeah, I'm the drummer of the band. I grew up on the stadium rock. I love Kiss. I love all those bands from the 70s, Zeppelin, Alice Cooper, Deep Purple, right through to Motley Crue, Guns N' Roses, Judas Priest, Metallica, you name those big artists that have been around and been doing it for 30, 40 years. I'm probably... Yeah, no, not many people have heard of them. I'm very much the bigger is better. I grew up on that stuff, and I still love it to this day. And that would probably showcase in my drumming as well. Like Tommy Lee would be a huge influence, as well as Eric Carr from Kiss throughout the 80s and 90s. And that's kind of where I based everything from. And I got to get into 90s bands like Soundgarden and Alice in Chains. But yeah, essentially it's the 70s stuff for me. The stadium stuff is still very fond at heart for me.
Awesome.
Yeah. And Dimitri.
I don't like music.
No, we know you're the singer.
Yes, yeah, I'm the singer. I don't know. I don't really like to subscribe to anything in particular. I guess I was a pretty big grunge fan growing up, and I mean, right now it's like this arm wrestling within me about I'm a big hip hop fan as well. These guys don't really dig that part so much.
Edit that part out.
Yeah.
Oh, we're live.
Grunge, you know, anything that sounds good, and it's not written to sell units, but it's actually written to, you know, bring some kind of a message across, and it's just for the sake of art, like influenced by even just society and all that sort of stuff. Just everything that's going on.
There's a lot of stuff in society, and we are called Tragic Earths.
Yeah, it's just not subscribing to anything in particular. It's just, you know, it's like I love Il Divo, and that's like, I'll go out and record it and say it. But it's just like, as long as it sounds cool, man, like it's whatever it is.
Yeah. And Anthony?
I grew up pretty much, Bon Jovi, Motley Crue was always my favourite. I'm the bass player of the band. And with myself, my uncle Dimmer, and Gavin, we put together a really good show. All of us get together and just, but they're my big influences, Motley Crue.
We're very diverse. We're very diverse people. Like, I think if we were on a bus, we'd like to section a part of the bus off if we want to listen to our own music, because the other person would be like, oh man, you're listening to that again? It's like, you know, we're that much different, but somehow when we put it in one room in a rehearsal studio,
it works.
It just starts, it comes like clockwork, you know. It's really, really cool, you know, how we bounce off ideas. And, you know, Dim is much more in the process of these newer songs, and, you know, everybody's just taking more shape now, you know. So it's exciting times for the band.
Well, next Tuesday on Collision, which will be the final Tuesday night Collision, I actually have an interview with Graveyard Rockstars, who are supporting Ace Frehley.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
We applied for that one too. We didn't get that either.
No. Graveyard Rockstars.
We're consistent. Missing out.
Sorry.
So, that's great. That's a very
thanks for that as well, Kat. You know.
Sorry.
Awesome.
So I won't tell you. I won't tell you. I spoke to Diva Demolition when they were touring with Kiss. Then.
To hell with you. No. Thanks for having us, Kat. Really.
Actually,
we're over the moon.
We will be going to see Kiss, I think, almost as a band when they come to Australia.
Are they coming again?
Yeah, very soon in October.
Haven't they moved here?
October 8th.
Yeah, so they're back here in October.
See,
and I think they're doing
I hate to say this, I know a lot of people love Kiss and all that stuff, but what a lot of these bands do, and let's face it, I mean, hasn't Gene Simmons and that left Kiss now anyway? Isn't, like, aren't they not actually
they're planning on
performing?
going on with it. I don't even know why we're talking about Kiss.
But a lot of the bands have been, you know, touring America for the last 20 or 30 years, and, you know, they've burnt their audience out, and they've realised, hang on, Australia's still... You know, they're not sick of us.
You can always be John
They haven't seen us.
You can always be John Farnham and just have a farewell tour every few months.
Yeah.
Just keep on
as long as you bring Olivia Newton-John, people come.
Yeah.
You know, she still looks good for her age, you know?
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. We don't look good for our age, but, you know.
And, do you guys know about Motley Crue coming?
Yes.
Are you aware of what is happening surrounding Motley Crue?
Sure are.
Yes.
Are you involved in the voting?
You've got to be in it to win it. Yeah. Yes, we're a part of it. If you do like what you've heard tonight, hit our Facebook page /Tragic Earth, and you can vote for us through there.
We're number 81.
Do you know, I was going to ask the number.
Yes.
Yeah, band 81. Vote them.
Right.
And
but it is a strange concept, isn't it? Sorry, Mick, just to get a little bit political, just these bands coming out, and instead of taking the time to maybe just have a listen to what's going on and maybe handpicking and that sort of stuff and finding that next support, and instead of just going, hey, just apply and we're just going to get everyone to vote, and it's suddenly it takes away from the music, I think, to a degree. And I mean, yes, we are in it and that sort of stuff, but it is a concept that's been happening more and more and more, and I don't think it's the coolest concept that's going on at the moment. And some of these bands could really, I mean, imagine the kick you would get if you got a call from these dudes and went, hey, we listened to your EP and we dug it a lot, we want to take you on this tour, and whatever band that would be, it'd be amazing, and everyone else would be very excited for them. But then instead it's like, hey man, you got 1,050 votes, and you might have done 3 gigs, but these guys have been playing for 10 years, and sadly they only got 55 votes. So
it's about how well you work your social media. It's not about how good a band you are.
The music industry just goes down this really horrible path, and yeah, that's my 2 cents on that one.
Yeah, music isn't a competition. It never has been and never should have been. And now everything, even these bands 30 years ago would have been opposed to all this, and now they're a part of it. Aerosmith doing, American Idol a couple of years ago. I think Kiss have even played on it. And then you got Motley Crue doing this. It's like, yeah, I agree with Dimmer. All you have to do is listen to the bands and go, you know what? You're like-minded. You sound like us. You have a message. We'll take you on the road, and that's what it was all about in the beginning. It's lost its way, which is really sad and unfortunate.
It's lazy.
It is laziness. Let's ban the internet right now.
Yeah.
Let's go back to sending CDs around and in the mail.
Actually, one of the American bands that I spoke to before Soundwave, they were involved in one of those knockouts they have on the websites over there.
I hate that.
And it was one of the big bands, and they were against one of the even bigger bands and that, but they were doing quite well. But
yeah.
So I said, doesn't that feel strange to you? And he said, I've never thought about it because in America it's been happening forever, and we've grown up voting for our favourite bands, and then, being in the band getting voted for and that. And he said, but now that you bring it up, it actually, maybe it's not so right, but...
the relevance of the vote is nothing. Look, it's the same. You go back to The Voice and all that, where the third person who got knocked out ends up doing better than the guy or girl who won in terms of sales. It doesn't hold any water.
No.
It's crapola. So, that's what we think of it. And we'll just keep doing our thing because we love what we do.
I'm a little disappointed. I didn't read the details properly, and when I heard, that it was going to get down to the top 5 bands, I thought that Motley Crue may actually want to choose their own band out of those 5. But
You'd like to think they would.
The audience are choosing still.
Yeah. It's disappointing because it's kind of going against everything they say they're about.
But anyway, we love...
But we still love Motley Crue,
and Tragic Earth are number 81 on the fan vote. I promised another friend of mine who is just actually hasn't even released this song yet, and he's involved in that contest. And I promised him I would give him a spin because he didn't want this actually song. He wasn't going to let it out to radio.
Oh, so we're privileged to hear it
and
too.
I said, well, if I play it, then I can tell people to go and vote for you. So he sent it through to me. So we are going to be the first people to hear. Do you guys know Dean Williams?
Yes.
We do know Dean. We know Dean very well, actually. He comes to our shows. We see him around all the time.
We're going to hear
nice
one of
guy.
his tracks now.
I'm not voting for you, Dean. Just to let you know. Sorry, man, I love you, but I'm not voting for anybody. Motley Crue should just pick us anyway. I mean, if they were smart, they would.
Well, that's what I said. I looked through the list, and there are quite a few bands that I interview and talk to and have on Facebook and that are in it. So I can't go promoting one band over the other. It's not fair.
Promote us
but then I'm doing that right now because I'm promoting you guys being in it.
We make the trek.
We should just let all 81 bands just do a song each across this entire national tour.
Yeah.
So wherever it is. Get everyone on.
Yeah, set up 41 stages.
And I was just looking for Dean's number and I can't find his number, but if you go and look up Dean Williams on Facebook or go to the contest, you can either vote for Tragic Earth or Dean, and this is going to be the first airing of his new music.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
This is called Back in the Game. And we will finish our conversation amongst ourselves and we will rejoin the airwaves, the aliens out there picking up our sound waves in a few years.
and they'll be tuning into Tragic Earth and they'll be searching Earth. Where can I find... Oh, geez, I just got a big crack in my shoulder then. Where can I find their CDs? Are they still around?
Yeah, well, we'll be asking the same question.
Actually, they won't be CDs by then. They'll be something else.
No, who knows what they'll be.
You'll have to vote for them if you want to get one.
Yeah.
Yeah, number 81.
You can't buy them, you can only vote for it.
We're voting for this shop to print these CDs.
I didn't actually. That was Dean Williams we just heard then. And I
Good on you, Dean Williams.
Yeah, it's nice to hear him out doing something.
Keep it up, Dean.
So,
Well, it's been a long time coming.
Nice
it has.
guitar tone.
We,
I like it.
and yeah,
Nice
it was
riffs
worth
as
the
well.
wait. That was back in the game, Dean Williams.
We tried to get him in our band, he declined. So it's
Yeah.
just like this constant theme of rejection for us.
Oh.
But it's alright, we're cool with it, you know.
I'm sure one day you'll be
I was
sharing a
scared of it,
stage.
to be honest.
Yeah, Gavin got scared.
I was going to be the rhythm guitarist.
Yeah.
But now I'm still the lead, so...
So it has worked out for the best. But,
Yeah.
you know, there was a time where we felt love.
Yeah.
We're over it.
So what, now when you see me say, it's okay, Dean, because we've
No,
decided
like,
you wouldn't fit in as well.
We've talked about doing shows together for the longest time, so hopefully he gets a band together soon.
Well, he has got one now, hasn't he?
Yeah, I don't know if they're just guys helping out or whatever, but yeah, if he is under
Because
Dean
he's a
Williams, pushing that, that'd be great.
multi-instrumentalist and quite often
Oh,
does-
he's a killer.
Yeah,
He's a great
It'll
dude.
be hard for him to get on stage with a full band pretty soon. You know?
And I know this is a Tragic Earth thing, but he's training for the Olympics as well.
Yeah, he's very fit. He makes us look really bad because we're very unfit.
Yeah, I'm doing that as well, actually. No, I'm not. So.
The Bong Olympics.
There's the marbles. They're bringing the marbles for
Yeah,
this
yeah,
week.
I'm playing the
Gavin's
He's a
been
sword
playing,
fighter.
you know, fencing.
Don't-
no, but yeah,
don't
Gavin's doing marbles.
Mouth off
so.
to him. He
Oh no, he doesn't
slice your head off with one.
bloody Muay Thai, whatever is it, Muay Thai, kickboxing. So yeah,
Oh.
you know, I always give him a high five and buy him a beer, and I think I should be good for an hour with him. So I screw it up. So, you know,
Okay.
I didn't mean it like that. Jesus, Cat. I meant hanging out
I like
with
the
our
way-
clothes on.
I like the way you said Jesus Cat. Anthony was laughing out loud.
He always laughs a lot. Every time we undo our zips,
Mixed very
he's
contagious.
laughing.
Mixed very
Time we
contagious.
mention a dietary or something, we laugh.
Tragic Earth on Facebook. And shows coming up.
Yes,
Who's got that in their head?
the biggest one is the April 30 show at Whole Lot of Love. That's the CD launch night. It's a Thursday night. We've got Peg Bucket and Brockway Lights. Really looking forward to playing with these guys for the first time. And yeah, no, it should be a really good night. So if you get down to Lygon Street in Brunswick, and we'll see you there.
Free entry as well. I mean,
Free entry and very cheap grog.
Yeah.
Is there?
yeah. And then
suddenly I'm
May,
interested.
May
No.
7, 8, 9, we'll be up in Adelaide, launching the EP up there, and back to Albury and Canberra and Bendigo and Melbourne
And
and something.
New Zealand soon. too.
July.
And New
Yeah,
Zealand,
July
yeah.
31,
There's a
New
big coming
Zealand.
up.
Yes, there's lots going on. And we will, make sure you plug the video for us too, Kat. That'd be great if it feels good.
That's right, yep.
So
Got to
just a
do that
reminder.
soon, but I just
Since
posted
everybody else asks you to do stuff, we'll do it too.
on the Collision page, which is Collision Voice on Facebook. I just posted your event at Whole Lot of Love.
Much appreciated.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
So
Thank you, Kat.
if you don't go to Tragic Earth and you think Collision Voice is easy to find, give them both a like, bugger it.
There you go.
Find the event on both of them. How's that?
Listen to one while you're at the gig, you know?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty epic.
Yeah.
What night is it?
Oh, it's a Thursday, actually.
Oh, that's all right.
We're not in competition.
No, not anymore.
Yeah.
And you're
We
not.
were.
No, you're in competition with the footy show.
That's right. Different crowd.
Oh, yeah, for those listening to the footy, go Bombers. Just saying, after the weekend. Just saying. Back to music, but just saying.
You know, it's funny because every year, like, my Facebook annoys me because I have this really extraordinary high amount of Hawthorn supporters on my Facebook for some reason.
Yeah, they're very
And
vocal. these
they
last few
are
years.
very vocal, but it was amazing that on Saturday afternoon, all of a sudden, I have got all these people that are going for Essendon. It's like,
Yeah.
where's all my Hawthorn supporters? They've all disappeared.
The worst part about it, I think, is there's been these blocks of success. Like Geelong had it for, 6-7 years. Now it was Hawthorn for the last 3 or 4. It's just like,
Geelong aren't
we
doing
hate
it this
them all.
year, are they?
Yeah, no, it's great. I love it. I love the
Go
fact
on.
that Geelong are failing. It's good.
Shut up.
God.
No.
So this interview's over now, officially.
I don't really follow
It's okay.
footy, so...
I started
So I
barracking
follow
for Geelong
Collingwood,
when
so-
they were losing, so
Okay, well,
I've barracked for them my whole life.
that's
So
good. So you should be used to it. So that's
yes.
all right.
So we deserved that, at least that time where we had the spotlight and we won a few grand finals.
I don't remember the last time my team had the spotlight, but
What's your team?
Carlton.
1995. No, actually, you guys
Yeah,
lost
what
the
was the
flag in
grand final?
1999.
Oh no!
Against
Oh.
North, they smacked us.
I'm the odd one.
When's Mick Malloy coming in, actually? I'd like
Yeah.
to speak.
So but back to
Well,
music, though.
actually, if you want to talk to Mick Malloy, I don't know if it can be arranged, but did I tell you I'm moving to Friday nights on the 24th of April, and there will be, because I'll be starting at 9 p.m. and going through till midnight, so I'll have 3 hours.
Nice.
But from 8 p.m. till 9 p.m. there will actually be a new comedy show starting at the station.
Oh, very cool.
So, yeah.
So did we get a gig for that? We've been pretty funny tonight, yeah. You've been doing a lot of fake laughing, actually, I think.
Oh, you'll have to come in and ask Kel.
All right, we'll do that. We'll probably back up here tomorrow night for a last-minute gig, by the sounds of it, you know.
Yeah.
So
We'll sleep out in the streets tonight, anyway.
Yeah.
Friday the 24th we'll be here.
Oh, right. Well, yeah.
We can wait.
I don't know if Kel's listening. If you are.
If you are, Kel, vote 81 on that Triple M thing.
These guys think they're clowns as well as a band. So
Very good-looking ones at it.
yes, there are photos float. Actually, I've put one on Instagram, which I will share on Facebook soon. But you've shared one on your Facebook, haven't you?
Sure have.
And you guys have to head back home, back to Melbourne, because you've all got jobs and
Back
crap
to
like
reality.
that.
Unfortunately, it's
Back to
reality.
reality. Yep.
Ah, there they are, sitting in the
This band is
studio.
reality. Everything else is a fantasy.
But no, it's been great. Thank you for having us,
Yes.
Kat.
Thank you very
Hopefully we
much.
can do this again in the near future, and
Yeah. Well, it'll be a Friday night next time.
that sounds good. Yeah,
Yeah.
We'll bring the alcohol.
And then maybe afterwards we can go down to Crover Lounge and you can have a chat to them about it. Say, let us in.
That sounds good.
After tonight, they probably won't let us in.
No,
Actually-
we've got a chance now.
You guys need
Getting
to
back in
check
big
out the
bands.
Eastern as well.
It's a farewell
The
show.
Eastern would have you in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll talk further about it.
Pins and Needles, Tragic Earth. This is another track off your EP, self-titled Tragic Earth.
This is the song that kicks it all off.
It's got 2 solos in it, so it's very enjoyable.
Yeah. And the 30th of April, you said, at Whole Lot of Love for the official launch.
Official launch, yes.
And the hard copies. Tragic Earth, Pins and Needles, thank you very much, guys, for coming in and joining me. I'll still be here until midnight, so don't you all at home leave me just yet. This is Tragic Earth.
Thanks, Kat.
Thanks, Kat.
Thank you.
Collision.
Thanks for those.